What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Jaye. Today, I'm joined with a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Sydney.
All right, Sydney. You watched the video before. That was dope. Now we about to watch Fresh and Fit podcast, Make Her Fall in Love. Now, what are your thoughts? Oh, before I jump into that, get this video to 500 likes, so I'm punching y'all in the throat. Anyway, what are your thoughts on making someone fall in love? What is love for you?
That's a hard question.
It is, yes.
Love?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just a feeling that you have. You know when you love somebody, when you just look at them and you be like...
Is it a feeling, though? Is it really a feeling?
I think it's a feeling. You can definitely feel it.
I think it's a choice. I don't think it's a feeling per se. I think if you want to talk about like being in love and you want to talk about like the lust in love type of lovey-dovey butterfly things, that's more of a feeling, that's more of an instinct, that's more of an emotion. But if you want to talk about love as a staple, that's definitely to me is a choice. That's you accepting someone even though they flaws, even though they bad stuff. And the definition that I like to use is, I don't know where I got this from or if I made it up myself, but the definition I like to use is if you are willing to sacrifice your happiness for someone else's happiness. That's my definition of love. If you're willing to sacrifice your happiness for someone else's happiness, then you love that person. That's just my definition. But for you personally, is there a progression or a long time for you to quote unquote fall in love?
Hell no. I'm a Cancer. I'll be in love after the first date. My friends will tell you. I will FaceTime them after a date and be like, y'all, it was so good. Oh my God. Like, I'm quick to fall in love.
So before you even have like a conversation of red flags or things like that, you just out the window, I'm in love, I don't care type thing.
I'm a very... Like I said, it's easy for me to become infatuated or, you know, feel like, oh my gosh, this has such potential because I'm an optimist. I see the good in everybody. So it's so easy for me to be like, yes, I can see where this is going, this is going until those red flags are shown.
Okay. And before we jump into the video, are there some special things that make you fall? Now, you got to be very self-aware to understand this question, but are there some special things to make you fall in love with someone? Is it like their aura? Is it like the way they talk? Is it their status? Is it their money? What or is it their looks? What infatuates you or makes you fall in love with someone?
Good intellectual conversation.
Okay.
I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a very smart person. Okay. So I cannot go out with somebody who can't like carry a conversation about different topics and stuff like that. So definitely intellect and thoughtfulness. I'm very thoughtful. I pay attention to details. I'm a firm believer in it's the thought that counts.
Okay. So. Okay. All right, let's jump into the video.
Gaines, Fresh Fit CEO, Fresh Fit Podcast, Fresh Fit Fam. Shout out to all you guys. So today we're going to talk about how to get a girl to fall in love with you. This is some dangerous stuff that we're going to teach you guys. So let's get into it.
Some behind the scenes. So alright guys, so first thing first, right? You want a girl to fall in love with you. Why is that? You see her, she's beautiful. You're like, you know what? I want that chick. But guess what? How do you get her? First thing first is the mouthpiece. So when you meet a chick, right?
Well, hold on. Not first things first. It's definitely not the mouthpiece when you say first things first. I think it's more about the energy, the aura, the confidence, that stuff before the mouthpiece even comes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's nonverbal communication that comes before anything even comes out of your mouth. I mean, your outfit, the way you're standing, the way you're 100%. Looking. So, yeah, I mean, for sure.
But then that mouthpiece, then you gotta put in that work. Then you gotta put in that work. Yeah.
She says your appearance, hopefully your work cologne, like we said in the other video.
Okay.
But more importantly, what you say to her is gonna be very important. So when you meet her, are you charming? Are you smooth? Are you saying the right things? And women fall in love with their ear, and guys fall in love with their eyes. So very important, guys. You have good mouthpiece, because guess what? Okay. That's gonna get you in the door to make her fall in love with you.
And don't forget, guys, men fall in love with their eyes, women fall in love with their ears. This is why dudes lie and chicks wear makeup, okay? So that's the reason.
Now that was a good one. That was a good one.
I love this dude already, bro.
That was really good. I never heard that, but that's true.
Fire. Let's talk
reality, all right? So the thing is, also, guys, you got to leave an imprint. And how do you leave an imprint? Well, you got to give her good and bad. And what I mean by that is, guys, it goes back to like rewarding good behavior and then punishing bad. So when she does stupid things that piss you off, you hold her accountable right away. And like that, punishment's got to come nice and swift.
Respect.
Exactly.
Why are we talking about punishment already? What is going on? Why are we talking about punishment already? What is he talking about?
I get what he's talking about. Punishment. So if she does something bad, you punish her. If she does something good, you reward her.
I thought we were still talking about initial encounter. What are you punishing me for?
Even in initial encounter, let's say for instance, I'd be like, hey, me and you, let's go on a date, and you be like, hey, I'm gonna be an hour late. Okay, you can be an hour late, but still then drinks on you first. So you punishing bad behavior and you rewarding good behavior. Like if you be like, hey, you did something well, blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, thanks, that's blah blah blah. So you just pushing them more towards the positive, and you making sure if they do something bad, you fucking punish that shit.
I don't like how that sounds, but. Okay, I mean.
Okay, hold on. Let's touch this for a second. No, let's touch this for a second. Why does it matter how it sounds versus how or what the meaning of what I'm saying?
Because what are you punishing me for? Like we're not. I mean, I was still stuck on this was the initial encounter.
Gotcha.
So he's still talking about mouthpiece. I'm thinking in the first 5 minutes, what could you possibly punish me for? So I was a little confused about that. I mean, yeah, that was a cool example about if you're an hour late, yeah, you buy the drinks or whatever. I think that anybody out of common courtesy would be willing to do that for being late. I think that's a good thing. But interestingly enough, I went on a date a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
We went to a bar, right? So let's say we're supposed to meet at 5 o'clock. We were going for happy hour, 5 o'clock. Mind you, I have a broken toe at this point. So I park. I park exactly at 5. I texted him at 5 and said, hey, I'm parking. I'll be right in. Okay. I get inside. Things are cool. I sit down. I open the menu. I'm like, oh, are you getting food? I'm kind of hungry. And he goes, yeah, I already ordered.
That's crazy.
And I said, what?
Yeah,
and he was like, you're late. And I'm like, it's 5:04.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I'm definitely not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
It just made me think about that because he was like so serious, like, you were late.
Well,
by 4 minutes with a broken toe, me stumbling down the street.
He's a punctual man. He makes you.
No, that was. Yeah.
If he said 5, he meant you to be there at 4:45. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's sick in the head if he thought that was happening. But.
All right, but anyway, I think before we go back into the video again, bad behavior is not. It's not a thing that happens later on. It could be something that happens right at the beginning. Like it could be a shit test. Like you know what a shit test is?
No.
Oh damn. So a shit test is just something that women do to test guys to see if they'll pass the alpha or confidence test. For instance, a girl might joke on your shoes like, oh, them shoes kind of look kind of old, and then that's like a shit test. So a shit test is just testing you. So then that could be a bad behavior. So you could punish that bad behavior.
A test is not a behavior though. Well, I mean, I never heard of a shit test, but I know myself. If I'm not with a dominant man, I can be very dominant. If I don't have the right person to lead me, I'm not a submissive person. So I definitely do find myself testing the waters to see if he's a dominant man or not.
Exactly. That's what a shit test is.
Okay, cool.
First, so for example, okay, she does some BS, right? And then what you do is you just don't respond to her text. Leave her on scene, right? And then her mind is going to start to wonder, you know what I mean? Especially after she's made the S investment with you guys, if you know what I'm talking about. This is why we tell you guys you need to sleep with her as quickly as possible. And the reason why is because once she sleeps with you, on a balance of probabilities, that's when she's going to start to become more emotionally invested. This is why girls hold off on giving you the bedroom fun as long as they can, because they don't want to put themselves in a vulnerable position. Women understand innately that once they...
I see you over there shaking your head. Why
this is horrible. This is
what do you mean?
Horrible.
These are facts right now.
Y'all try to have sex with us as quickly as possible?
Yes, 100%.
That is not right. That is very manipulative.
No, how is that manipulative? It's manipulative to hold off on the punani.
No, it's not, because once you give a man sex, he no longer puts in the same effort as he once would have. I 100% in my experience have seen
false.
That.
True and false. So true if punani is the only thing that you can offer. False in the sense of if you have good punani and you have good personality and you are a good vibe to be around, then he's gonna want to hang out with you again and then again and then again. So guys don't have. I came up with this quote. I don't even know how to remember it. But in one of these interviews, I actually said it, and I forgot. So don't exactly quote me on exactly what I'm about to say. But I said guys don't fuck you and that's it. Guys fuck you and see if that's it. For instance, they will definitely want to sleep with you as fast as possible. But again, if you're a cool vibe, if you're a cool person, and the poo was nice and good, they want to see you again and again and again and again.
yeah, they want to fuck you again and again and again and again. But what I'm saying is, are you going to put in that first date energy again and again and again and again? No.
Yes.
No.
If everything is good and you just like to be around that person. Now, normally women don't have the personality for a guy to make them want to stay around. They don't have that cool. They don't have charisma. They've never been brought up to have charisma, so they just haven't developed charisma. So yes, guys just want to F and F and F and F because that's all you got. Majority of women, yes.
Okay. I mean,
There's some cool chicks out there. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely some cool chicks that you just want to kick it with that don't even think about, sex.
I feel like men do what you allow them to do. So let's say you guys went on a cool first date, right? And then the second date, y'all did Netflix and chill. Okay. Y'all had sex. From then on, he's going to feel comfortable coming over to Netflix and chill and just having sex. Agreed. You're going to have to put some hints in the air or something like this. Hey, we should go try to see this movie this weekend, or we should go try this restaurant. Instead, he's just going to fall back to the thing that takes less effort, which is to just come over and Netflix and chill.
Agreed, 100%.
So that's what
Agreed, 1,000%. So I'm sorry, fellas, but if you are a woman, then yes, you should try to get him out the house and not necessarily always coming over or you coming over, to get him to invest more into the interaction or relationship, because that's 100% true. But let's jump back into the video.
They give you the bedroom fun, they lose leverage. And once they lose leverage, now they're going to be more prone to their emotions than they normally are, because now they're dealing with a guy that they've already slept with. Now, am I sitting here saying, oh, manipulate these chicks and all this other stuff? No. But now that you have the leverage, you need to punish bad behavior immediately. So she does some BS, leave her on scene. Don't talk to her for a few days. Let her mind wander and race, like, who is he talking to, whatever. And especially if you're a high value guy and you do what we teach you, right, where you're out there chasing your purpose, making money, becoming successful, etc., going to the gym, self-improving, she's gonna know off you doing these things alone that you're gonna be more attractive to other women. And what does that do? Competition anxiety, and then bam, she's gonna start coming correct. She's gonna come, she's gonna apologize, she's gonna initiate the olive branch, with the peace, because she knows she messed up when you don't respond. Never reward bad behavior with good treatment. She acts up, you giving her more attention is going to let her think like, oh, if I continue to disrespect this dude, he gives me more attention. Let me keep doing this, because that's what women want, bro, attention. So you punish the bad behavior by simply leaving her on scene and ignoring her, bro. Nothing burns more than getting left on scene, and Fresh could talk about that with chicks as well.
Yep. Guys, also as well, don't...
Okay, have a guy ever done that to you?
Left me on red?
That you were dating, that you was talking to, and maybe you did something that he maybe didn't like, and he left you on red.
It's happened.
How did it make you feel?
I was upset. I'm crazy though. I was checking his location. I'm like, damn, I wonder who's he talking to.
Exactly, like, that's that love.
So this is very accurate. That's why I'm having such a strong reaction, because I know how that feels. Women, we do not like to be left on red, because who are you talking to? Yeah. To where you can leave me on red all day? No.
Man, I need to turn my red receipts on. I don't have my red receipts on for anybody.
I'm petty like that. When I'm gonna ignore somebody, I turn them on.
Oh. Damn.
So you know that I'm ignoring you.
Yeah.
So if my read receipts are on, then I'm ignoring you. But I'll turn them off when I'm done ignoring you.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so.
Don't forget, right? You want a girlfriend, you want a girl, you must have respect. If she doesn't respect you, return like texting back to you, or even like responding to you in a good manner, then guess what, guys? She won't respect you in a long-term relationship, in an LTR. So very important, guys. Whenever you meet a chick, have the most piece on deck. Make sure you're talking to her, conversating with her, telling her sweet nothings into her ear, especially in the bedroom. You want to make sure that you're getting it in her ear. You're my chick, blah blah blah. You know what?
No.
Wait, what?
No way. He says a part of having the mouthpiece is telling her you're my chick when we're in bed. Why do y'all have to manipulate people like that?
Hold on, let me let him finish, because it looked like he might have slipped up. Let me let him finish first. Hold up.
Because we don't want to make it too raunchy. But the point is, in person,
he said don't make it too raunchy.
Stop lying. Y'all be lying. Y'all be lying. When you ask a guy what he's looking for, y'all always try to manipulate people. I can't stand
give me example.
it.
Give me example.
Y'all might just be looking for sex, but y'all's default answer is gonna be like, "Oh, I'm looking for a relationship," just so that you can get the sex.
Okay, here's the thing.
I hate that.
I just told you this earlier. We are not just looking for sex.
But y'all are.
We are just trying to get sex. But again, I think here's the disconnect that you're not getting. So it's not we are just looking for sex. It's we are looking for sex as fast as possible. Now, if you listen. Now, if you have a personality and you are fun to be around and you add value to the guy before he wakes up, the fucking house is clean and it's not even her house. Like something out of the ordinary that other women are not doing that brings value to the guy, he's gonna want to make you stay around. That's just common sense.
Y'all be wanting maids. That's what y'all want. Y'all want a maid and a slave at this point because, I mean, that's cool or whatever, but I'm saying men are heartless. They don't care what you bring to the table. You can do this, that, and the third for a man, and he will still dog you out.
Women are heartless. I'm telling you straight up. Shit. It's men. Women love faster. Men love harder. I want you to take that in for a second. Women love faster, men love harder. So yes, it takes time for a man to really, really love you and be attached to you and be lovey-dovey and attached to you. But once he does, then he really, really, really loves you. A woman, she can be gone just like that. She can, a guy with more status can come around, gone just like that. An emotion can just happen, gone just like that. For women, it's just fickle. They can love you one day and literally the next day not love you. For men, it's not like that. If we love you, we really love you. So.
But R.I.P. to the women y'all didn't love but still fucked, right?
True.
Y'all still just screwed them over.
R.I.P. Yeah, you're right. R.I.P.
Always have a good mouthpiece because guess what? She listens with her ears, and that's when she falls in love.
Yeah.
Right?
And guys, remember, this all begins after the bedroom fun. So push to get laid quickly. That's why me and Fresh teach you guys set up the date quickly, get laid on the first date,
everything.
all that stuff. So you set up a funnel where you quickly get the sex and then bam, now you're in a position of power and she's got to start qualifying to you, okay? And like I said, reward good behavior, punish bad because now she's made her real investment. Women don't really invest, bro, until after they sleep with you. This is why they hold out as long as they can, especially if you're not a higher value guy, because they know once they sleep with you, emotions are going to start to run rampant and they're more vulnerable, okay? So you got to put them in a position where you actually have the leverage for once, because most girls are used to having all the leverage, but when you get the bedroom fun quickly, the power shifts to your favor, okay?
Guys, this strategy, once you have bedroom fun with the girl, guess what? You give her sweet nothings, you make bedroom fun, and you get respect from her. Guess what? You're now boyfriend material or a guy she wants to see again. And guess what, guys? Once you get those 3 things done packed, you got her.
Bam. Once you have those things in place, guys, your retention rate's going to increase and girls are going to come at you correct. Especially when they don't know if their position is solid, okay? And obviously you got to go through vetting, which we'll make a whole video on how to vet a girl to be your main chick. But that's going to be a little bit more invasive and intrusive because, guys, make no mistake about it. The game actually begins after you get the bedroom fun, if you guys know what I'm saying, all right? So for more tips like this, guys, where we could be a little bit more raunchy and give you guys the real deal, get on our Patreon, patreon.com/freshfit. Follow us on Instagram at Fresh.
Okay. If you want to finish this video, I think they're just doing the outro.
Yeah.
And it'll be in the description below. But what are your thoughts on this? Overall, give me like a summary of your thoughts.
I think this video has proven that men are evil. Women, we like to think that we're very smart, which we are, but men know what they're doing.
Yes.
Y'all are evil. Y'all just said
on this side we know what we're doing.
The goal is to have sex as quickly as possible.
Yes.
No wonder why women are holding out, because the issue comes in where people, this video is great for people who are looking for relationships or who are looking for something long term. But the issue is that men who aren't necessarily looking for anything serious still use these tips to get you invested. And then, that's just, now you're at a disconnect because you've did all this stuff to make her fall in love. And you're like, well, I was just looking for friends with benefits. The wrong people are using these tips.
Okay. What is wrong with using something when... So basically, I watched a couple of other of their videos, and the analogy that they use is women right now have machine guns and bazookas, while men right now have forks and knives. Because of the amount of options women have versus the amount of options men have. And how harder it is for a regular average man to sleep with women. Because statistically speaking... 80% of all women go for the top 10 or 20% of the men. So it's not like equal as in like the average guy go for the average woman. No, the average woman still goes for the top 20% of all men. So now they are giving tools to the average men to get to women and try to, get what, make it do what it do type of thing.
The title of the video is Make Her Fall in Love. Do not make somebody fall in love if you don't have good intentions.
Got you.
That's my whole point.
Gotcha.
The video is great. I think it gives really good tips if you're looking to be in love, which a lot of men are not looking to be in love. But y'all still be using these tips to make us fall in love, and then we be looking crazy at the end. So that's...
Okay. What's wrong with being friends with benefits? I want to touch on that before we...
Absolutely nothing is wrong with being friends with benefits. Nothing is wrong with just being benefits. We ain't even got to be friends. Let's just have sex. But the issue comes when the man doesn't express his intentions or the woman doesn't express his intentions in the beginning, or if he tries to mislead you to think, oh, he wants more than this. So, yeah, we can have sex. Okay. But in the end, he's like, I just want sex.
Okay. I think
that happens a lot. We don't want no situationships. It's 2021. No.
I think you thinking about the whole picture instead of individualizing the scenarios. For instance, if you are a guy and you, like, for instance, you thinking about the bigger picture. For a guy that's particularly an average guy and he finally gets a woman to fall in love, let's say he doesn't really want a relationship, but he still wants to have sex and engage in sex, he's going to want to keep that woman around.
You don't need to make her fall in love. And that's the issue.
No, that's where that's where I disagree, because women have just so many more options. So for instance, if a woman is not in love and she comes across another option that might be even better than the option of the guy that she's sleeping with, she's going to bounce to the new guy.
As we perfectly can.
Exactly. So to combat that, you use the in-love tactic to make them... No,
that is manipulation. If somebody wants to sleep with you, they want to sleep with you. You don't have to manipulate them or try to make them fall in love.
That's not manipulation, because that's definitely consensual. That's definitely your choice.
That is manipulation. If somebody tells you...
So you saying women are not accountable for their actions?
No, I'm saying that men like to get over on women.
Well, of course, because again, if you're talking about the average person, they want to keep the woman in their life. So they want to use any tactic to keep the woman in their life. So again, think about it individually from the male's perspective. Why would you not use these tactics to keep a woman in your circle or keep her around you?
Because you have to think about the other person. You really do, okay, guys? You really do.
Okay.
If somebody asks you what your intentions are, it's okay to say you just want to have sex. Because at that point, you need to wait until you find somebody who wants the same thing. You can't find a girl who's looking for a relationship and then try to trick her into thinking you want a relationship just to get sex. That's just not right.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
So if you just want to have sex, you need to advertise, I just want to have sex. The right woman will come to you because they just want to have sex too. Find people that are looking for the same thing.
That's where it's false. That's where the disconnect is happening. You don't know, as a guy, you don't know what you want until you get it.
That's not true.
How you gonna tell me I'm a guy? What the fuck? You don't know what you want until you get it. Again, a woman could be the most beautiful woman in the world. You could want to spend a lot of time with her, blah, blah, blah. But then once you have sex, you're like, this woman ain't even all that. I don't even want to hang out with her no more. Like, she kind of trash.
Oh my God.
No, I'm letting you know our perspective. This woman kind of trash. I don't even want to hang out with her no more. Then you like, okay, I actually don't even want her for sex. I just wanted her for that one time, and now I'm pretty good. Maybe if I see a dope picture on Instagram, I might want to have sex again. But it's not like I want to hang out with her. Versely, oh, dang, this person was bomb. The sex was amazing. I really connected with this person. I want to see this person again tomorrow or the next week or forever.
But didn't we just talk about how once y'all get sex, y'all are comfortable just doing what y'all have been doing?
Yes.
It's hard to get a man to put in more effort over time. If anything, the effort starts off great and it deteriorates over time.
Okay.
That's why there's such a big argument. Like, when you get the girl, you still have to treat her as if you're just dating. You have to still put in that same effort. It's hard to get men to start off with good energy and continue to incline the energy.
See, again, here's the disconnect. If you continue that same good energy, that's when she starts looking at you as a simp. That's when she starts looking at you as
I don't agree. It's no such thing as a simp.
Hold on. This might be a different conversation.
Yeah, we're not going to get into this simp.
Okay, I'm about to say, because I would love to get into that shit. But That's when a woman be like, okay, I know I have him. I can just do whatever I want to do. I can disrespect him. He's still going to stay there. He's still going to try to go for me.
So at this point, it sounds like we're describing a man who is very interested in the woman. He wants to keep her around, right? Yep. So that's when I feel like this video gives good tips.
Okay.
If she disrespects you, leave her on red. Yes, it makes us go crazy, but we gonna be looking for your text. Like, is he finna text me? Is he finna text me? Oh, my phone just vibrated. Was it him? Like, these are really good tips for people who are actually looking for longevity or looking for something that's lasting.
Okay, all right, we can agree with that. We can agree finally with that. Where can they find you?
On Instagram at SydWillX, SYDWILLX.
All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure y'all check out Fresh and Fit. The link will be in the description below. If you want to follow her, the link will be in the description below as well. Join the Patreon army. Get this video to 500 likes, or I'm fighting one of y'all. I'm out. Peace.